As Gautama Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." Today, we explore how life can unfold magically and effortlessly when we stop forcing things and start living in tune with the natural flow of the universe. Zen Buddhism isn't just a philosophy, it's a practical approach to life that encourages us to live fully in the present and embrace the peace that comes from within. Whether you're looking to reduce stress, enhance your awareness, or simply find more joy in the everyday, the timeless teachings of Zen Buddhism offer valuable insights. Join us as we uncover 13 principles that can help transform your approach to life, making every moment richer and every action more meaningful. Number 1. Understanding impermanence. In the realm of Zen Buddhism, impermanence stands as a fundamental truth. It's the acknowledgement that everything in life is transient, constantly shifting and changing. From the fleeting beauty of a cherry blossom to the ever-changing seasons, impermanence surrounds us. Buddhist teachings encourage us to embrace impermanence rather than resist it. Instead of clinging to what is passing or trying to force permanence onto the impermanent, we're invited to flow with the natural rhythm of change. This acceptance of impermanence is not resignation, it's liberation. By understanding and accepting that nothing in life is permanent, we can release the grip of attachment and find greater peace within ourselves. When we resist impermanence, we invite suffering into our lives. We become trapped in a cycle of clinging to what we desire and recoiling from what we fear losing. But when we embrace impermanence, we open ourselves up to the beauty of the present moment. We learn to cherish each experience, knowing that it won't last forever, but that its impermanence is what makes it precious. Accepting impermanence allows us to let go of the need to control every aspect of our lives. Instead of trying to force things to stay the same, we can surrender to the natural ebb and flow of existence. This doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent. Rather, it means we become more resilient, adaptable, and open-hearted. In essence, understanding impermanence is about recognizing the fleeting nature of life and finding peace in the midst of change. It's about letting go of the illusion of permanence and embracing the magic of the present moment. By doing so, we can navigate life with greater ease and grace, knowing that every moment, no matter how fleeting, is a gift to be savored. Number 2. Cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness is at the heart of Zen practice. It's a simple yet profound method of paying full attention to the present moment without judgment or distraction. While mindfulness originated in Buddhist meditation practices, today it's embraced worldwide for its ability to enhance mental and emotional well-being. Practicing mindfulness means being aware of your thoughts, emotions, sensations, and environment in every moment. This awareness helps you recognize the beauty and transient nature of each experience, allowing you to appreciate life as it unfolds without the need to control or force outcomes. By focusing on the here and now, mindfulness curbs the anxiety and stress that come from fixating on past troubles or future uncertainties. The benefits of mindfulness are extensive. It improves focus, reduces stress, enhances emotional reactivity, and promotes a greater sense of peace and contentment. When you're mindful, you're fully engaged in whatever you're doing, whether you're eating, walking, talking, or working. Mindfulness brings a quality of attention that can transform ordinary activities into moments of joy and connection. Moreover, mindfulness helps in accepting and navigating change, a key aspect of impermanence discussed previously. By being present, we are less likely to resist life's inevitable shifts and more likely to respond with flexibility and grace. This acceptance further reduces the mental strain of trying to force situations to fit our expectations or fears. In practicing mindfulness, we learn not only to live more deeply, but also to let go of the struggle to make life conform to our desires. This approach doesn't mean we lose our drive or stop setting goals. Instead, we approach our aspirations with openness and a willingness to adapt based on what the present moment requires. This balance of action and acceptance can lead to a more fulfilling and less forced life, fully aligned with the flow of our true existence. Number 3. The art of letting go. One of the most liberating teachings of Zen Buddhism is the art of letting go. This principle revolves around the release of our attachments to outcomes, possessions, and even identities. At its core, letting go is an essential step toward achieving inner peace and allowing life to flow more naturally. Attachments are like chains that bind us to our desires, fears, and illusions. They compel us to manipulate our lives and environments in order to maintain or achieve these attachments, often causing anxiety and suffering. This suffering arises because we are trying to impose our will on the impermanence of life, fighting a losing battle against the natural flow of change and evolution. Letting go begins with the understanding that the attempt to control everything is futile and exhausting. Instead, Zen Buddhism teaches us to embrace the uncertainty of life, accepting things as they come and as they are. When we let go of our fierce grip on how things should be, we open ourselves up to experiencing life without the heavy burden of constant expectation. The process of letting go can significantly reduce mental and emotional strain as it aligns us with the reality that everything is subject to change. Instead of resisting this truth, we accept and move with it. This acceptance does not mean passivity or giving up on our goals. Rather, it means approaching our goals with flexibility, openness, and a readiness to adapt to changing circumstances. Moreover, letting go teaches us to trust the journey, even when we do not control the direction. This trust deepens our connections with ourselves and the world around us, fostering a sense of peace and contentment that is not easily shaken by life's ups and downs. As we practice letting go, we discover that life can indeed be magical when we stop forcing it and start living it with an open heart and mind. Number 4. The power of silence. In modern life, the power of silence is often overlooked. Zen Buddhism teaches us to treasure silence not as mere absence of noise, but as a profound presence that nurtures self-awareness and wisdom. Incorporating periods of silence into our daily routine can have transformative effects on our mental and emotional well-being. Silence provides a rare opportunity for introspection and self-connection. In those quiet moments, free from the distractions of constant noise and activity, we can listen to our own thoughts and feelings more clearly. This practice of tuning into our inner self helps in recognizing our true needs, desires, and emotions, leading to a deeper understanding of who we are and what makes us content. Moreover, silence can greatly enhance our mindfulness and concentration. Without external noise to pull our attention away, we can focus more deeply on the present moment. Whether we're meditating, reading, or simply resting, silence deepens our engagement with the activity at hand and heightens our sensory experiences. This heightened awareness can bring about a greater sense of peace and fulfillment. The benefits of embracing silence extend beyond personal insight. Silence has the power to recharge our mental batteries, reduce stress, and cultivate a state of calm. In these silent spaces, our mind gets a chance to rest, recover, and regenerate. The clarity that comes from such moments can improve our decision-making and problem-solving abilities, enabling us to handle daily challenges with more grace and less anxiety. Furthermore, in silence, we often find the space to connect with deeper truths and broader perspectives. This connection can manifest as a sudden burst of creativity, a solution to a lingering problem, or even an overarching sense of unity with the world around us. Thus, by making silence a regular part of our lives, we not only benefit our own mental and emotional health, but also enhance our interaction with the world in a more thoughtful, calm, and insightful manner. Embracing the power of silence is about more than just finding quiet. It's about creating a sanctuary within ourselves where the noise of the world is subdued, allowing our true essence and intuition to speak loudly. Number 5. Compassion and kindness. Compassion and kindness are central pillars in Zen Buddhism, guiding not just how we should treat others, but also how we can enhance our own lives through the positive energies we emit. Extending compassion to others isn't just an altruistic act. It's a transformative practice that enriches our own existence, fostering a deeper connection to the world around us. When we practice compassion, we acknowledge the interconnectedness of all beings. This recognition helps us to see beyond ourselves and our immediate concerns. By focusing on the well-being of others, we diminish our own egos and the troubles that often accompany self-centered thinking. This shift in perspective is not only liberating, but also grounding, as it aligns us with the fundamental nature of existence, where everything and everyone is interconnected. Moreover, acts of kindness generate a profound sense of satisfaction and happiness. Research in positive psychology often highlights that helping others increases our own levels of happiness and can even lead to a heightened state of mental and physical health. This is sometimes referred to as the helper's high, a powerful and positive emotional state derived from the act of giving. This state not only enhances our mood, but also our body's immune system and overall well-being. The practice of compassion also opens us up to receiving kindness. Often we find that the world mirrors our actions and intentions. By cultivating a compassionate heart, we invite similar energies into our lives. Relationships can deepen, and new connections can form, enriched by mutual respect and caring. This is not why we practice kindness, of course, but it is often a natural outcome. Lastly, compassion and kindness help to soften the harsh edges of our experiences, particularly in times of conflict or distress. Approaching difficult situations with a compassionate mindset can transform potential confrontations into opportunities for understanding and growth. This approach reduces stress and promotes a more harmonious and balanced life, reinforcing the Zen teaching that true peace comes from within. By integrating compassion and kindness into our daily lives, we not only contribute to the well-being of others, but also create a more fulfilling and harmonious existence for ourselves. This practice aligns us with the core tenets of Zen Buddhism, fostering a life where peace, joy, and connection flourish naturally. Number 6. Embracing simplicity. Zen Buddhism teaches us the profound value of simplicity. In a world that often equates more with better, embracing simplicity can be a radical and transformative choice. This principle invites us to strip away the unnecessary, to focus on what truly matters, and to find beauty and contentment in the unadorned. The essence of simplicity lies in decluttering our lives, physically, mentally, and emotionally. By reducing the physical clutter around us, we create spaces that are more serene and conducive to peace and mindfulness. This doesn't mean living in austerity, but rather surrounding ourselves with things that bring us joy and serve a purpose. Simplicity extends to our mental and emotional lives as well. By decluttering our minds, we free ourselves from the constant barrage of thoughts, worries, and distractions that often plague us. Meditation and mindfulness practices are powerful tools in this regard, helping us to clear mental space and focus on the present moment. This clarity can lead to greater creativity, productivity, and a deeper sense of inner peace. Embracing simplicity also means valuing experiences over material possessions. Zen Buddhism teaches that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from external objects or achievements. By focusing on the richness of our experiences and the depth of our relationships, we find a more enduring and meaningful sense of contentment. In practical terms, simplicity can be incorporated into various aspects of our lives, from our daily routines to our interactions with others. It encourages us to slow down, to savor each moment, and to approach life with a sense of gratitude and wonder. This shift in perspective can lead to a more balanced and joyful existence, where we are not constantly chasing after more, but instead finding abundance in what we already have. Ultimately, simplicity is about returning to our natural state of being, unburdened by the excesses and distractions of modern life. It's about living in harmony with ourselves and the world around us, appreciating the beauty in the simple and the ordinary. By embracing simplicity, we align ourselves with the core teachings of Zen Buddhism, fostering a life of greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. Number 7. Practicing non-judgment. A fundamental teaching in Zen Buddhism is the practice of non-judgment. This principle encourages us to approach life and others without preconceived notions or biases. By practicing non-judgment, we cultivate a more open, accepting, and compassionate mindset, allowing us to experience life more fully and authentically. Judging ourselves and others often leads to unnecessary suffering. When we judge, we impose our limited perspectives and expectations on situations, people, and even ourselves. This can create barriers to understanding and connection, fostering feelings of separation, criticism, and negativity. Practicing non-judgment means observing without labeling or evaluating. It involves seeing things as they are, without the filter of our own preferences, fears, or desires. This doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent, but rather that we approach life with an open heart and mind, allowing things to unfold naturally. This practice can be particularly powerful in our relationships. When we let go of judgment, we create space for deeper understanding and empathy. We can listen more attentively, appreciate others' perspectives, and respond with greater compassion. This openness can strengthen our connections and reduce conflicts, fostering more harmonious and fulfilling relationships. Non-judgment also applies to how we view ourselves. Often, we are our harshest critics, constantly judging our thoughts, actions, and appearance. This self-judgment can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. By practicing non-judgment, we learn to accept ourselves as we are, with all our imperfections. This self-acceptance is a crucial step toward inner peace and self-love. Furthermore, non-judgment can enhance our mindfulness and presence. When we observe without judgment, we engage more fully with the present moment, free from the distractions of our evaluative mind. This presence allows us to experience life more vividly and joyfully, appreciating each moment for what it is rather than what we think it should be. In essence, practicing non-judgment is about cultivating a more open, accepting, and compassionate approach to life. It frees us from the constraints of our biases and expectations, allowing us to connect more deeply with ourselves and others. By embracing this principle, we can foster a more peaceful and fulfilling existence, aligned with the core teachings of Zen Buddhism. Number 8. The practice of patience. Patience is a cornerstone of Zen practice. In a fast-paced world that often values instant gratification, cultivating patience can be a profound and transformative endeavor. This principle teaches us to embrace the natural pace of life, allowing things to unfold in their own time without forcing or rushing. Patience begins with the understanding that everything has its own rhythm and timing, just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree. Our goals, desires, and even personal growth require time and nurturing. By practicing patience, we learn to trust the process and appreciate the journey, rather than fixating solely on the destination. This shift in perspective can reduce stress and anxiety, as we are not constantly pushing ourselves or circumstances to meet our immediate expectations. Instead, we develop a sense of calm and resilience, knowing that things will happen when the time is right. Patience also enhances our relationships. When we are patient with others, we create an environment of understanding and respect. We allow people the space to be themselves, to grow, and to make mistakes without fear of harsh judgment or pressure. This patience fosters deeper connections and more harmonious interactions as we approach others with empathy and kindness. Moreover, patience with ourselves is equally important. Personal growth and transformation are often gradual processes requiring time and effort. By being patient with our own journey, we cultivate self-compassion and perseverance. We acknowledge that progress may be slow, but each step forward, no matter how small, is valuable. In practical terms, cultivating patience involves mindfulness and presence. When we find ourselves becoming impatient, we can take a moment to breathe, reflect, and recenter. This mindful pause allows us to respond to situations with greater calm and clarity, rather than reacting impulsively. Ultimately, the practice of patience aligns us with the natural flow of life. It teaches us to embrace the present moment, to trust in the process, and to appreciate the journey. By cultivating patience, we create a more balanced, peaceful, and fulfilling existence in harmony with the teachings of Zen Buddhism. Number 9. The value of beginner's mind. In Zen Buddhism, the concept of beginner's mind is highly valued. Also known as Shoshin, beginner's mind refers to approaching life with an open, curious, and eager attitude, free from preconceived notions and expectations. This principle encourages us to see the world through fresh eyes, as if we are experiencing everything for the first time. Adopting a beginner's mind allows us to embrace new experiences and challenges with a sense of wonder and excitement. It helps us to stay open to learning and growth, as we are not limited by our previous knowledge or experiences. This openness fosters creativity and innovation, as we are more willing to explore new possibilities and perspectives. Beginner's mind also enhances our mindfulness and presence. When we approach each moment with curiosity and openness, we engage more fully with our surroundings and experiences. We become more attuned to the details and nuances of life, appreciating the beauty and richness of each moment. This heightened awareness can lead to greater joy and fulfillment, as we find wonder in the ordinary and the everyday. Moreover, beginner's mind promotes humility and self-awareness. It reminds us that there is always more to learn and discover, and that our understanding is never complete. This humility encourages us to listen more attentively, to question our assumptions, and to remain open to new insights and perspectives. In practical terms, cultivating a beginner's mind involves letting go of our need to be experts or to have all the answers. It means approaching each situation with curiosity and openness, ready to learn and explore. This mindset can be applied to all areas of life, from our personal relationships to our professional endeavors. By embracing a beginner's mind, we create space for growth, learning, and discovery. We open ourselves up to new experiences and perspectives, enhancing our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This approach aligns with the core teachings of Zen Buddhism, fostering a more open, curious, and fulfilling existence. Number 10. Embracing detachment. In Zen Buddhism, detachment is a key principle that teaches us to let go of our attachment to outcomes, desires, and even our own identity. This practice is not about becoming indifferent or apathetic, but rather about finding freedom from the constraints of our attachments, allowing us to live more fully and authentically. Detachment begins with the understanding that our attachments often lead to suffering. When we cling to specific outcomes or desires, we set ourselves up for disappointment and frustration when things do not go as planned. By letting go of these attachments, we free ourselves from the cycle of desire and aversion, finding peace and contentment in the present moment. This practice also extends to our sense of self. Often we become attached to certain identities or roles, which can limit our growth and potential. By embracing detachment, we allow ourselves to evolve and change, letting go of the need to fit into a specific mold. This openness fosters a greater sense of self-awareness and authenticity as we become more aligned with our true nature. Detachment also enhances our relationships. When we let go of our expectations and demands on others, we create space for genuine connection and understanding. We approach our relationships with a sense of acceptance and openness, allowing others to be themselves without the pressure to meet our needs or desires. This detachment fosters deeper and more harmonious connections, as we interact with others from a place of love and acceptance rather than attachment and expectation. In practical terms, cultivating detachment involves mindfulness and self-reflection. We can begin by observing our attachments and noticing how they affect our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Through meditation and mindfulness practices, we learn to let go of these attachments, finding freedom and peace in the present moment. Ultimately, embracing detachment allows us to live more fully and authentically. It frees us from the constraints of our desires and expectations, enabling us to experience life with greater openness and joy. By practicing detachment, we align ourselves with the core teachings of Zen Buddhism, fostering a more peaceful, fulfilling, and liberated existence. Incorporating the principles of Zen Buddhism into our daily lives can lead to profound and transformative changes. By embracing mindfulness, simplicity, non-judgment, patience, beginner's mind, and detachment, we cultivate a more balanced, peaceful, and fulfilling existence. These teachings guide us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us, helping us to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Through these practices, we learn to live in harmony with ourselves and others, finding joy and contentment in the present moment. May these teachings inspire you to explore the path of Zen and discover the profound peace and wisdom it offers.